friends, welcome back to Storytime. We're going to talk about squirrels today, but first we're going to sing our hello song, which goes like this. Hello friends, it's time to say hello. Sing along with me, okay? Hello friends, hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Storytime. And now we have a book called Little Acorn. And here's our squirrel friend, a bird, and a bunny. And it looks like they're in the forest with all the fall colors like red, orange, yellow, brown. Little Acorn. When I was just an acorn, nobody noticed me. I watched the world below go by from high up in my tree. I nestled under cozy leaves and sheltered from the rain, growing fat and shiny when the sun came out again. When the summer faded, the leaves turned golden brown. Bye-bye, acorn, said the leaves, floating to the ground. Wait for me, I called, then ready, steady, jump. Whee! I tumbled through the air and landed with a thump. Squirrel was collecting nuts for his winter store. He hid me carefully away beneath the forest floor. There's Squirrel collecting nuts for the winter. Underground, everything was snuggly and still. I waited very patiently for time to pass until I felt a sudden change beginning deep inside. I'm feeling so peculiar. What's happening? I cried. You're growing up, said the worms, all wriggling about. When acorns fall into the soil, at some point they will sprout. I giggled as I felt tickly, teeny tiny shoots, and before I knew it, I had sprouted little roots. I started to stretch up, wiggling left and right, reaching up, up, up till I pushed out into the light. Our little acorn is growing and growing and growing. Warmed by gentle sunbeams, my little leaves unfurled. I was so excited to be back out into the world. As the weeks and months passed by, I grew and grew and grew. Squirrel spotted me and said, I've been looking everywhere for you. The seasons changed and so did I. In sunshine, in the summer, rain and snow, my branches stretched, my trunk grew tall, my roots spread far below. Among my sturdy branches, the birds built cozy nests. My twigs and leaves made me soft, warm beds for my feathered guests. Spiders weaved their sticky webs and beetles scurried by. Squirrels scampered playfully and made their homes up high. The creatures of the forest had never seen a finer tree. I wondered, would there ever be another me? Then one breezy morning, I woke up with a yawn. I stretched my branches and out jumped a special little acorn and our squirrel friend. The end. That was Little Acorn. He grew from this to a big, big, big tall tree. And then the cycle begins again and more trees grow. And now we're going to sing a song called Jump, Jump Went the Little Red Squirrel. So we're going to jump like this, okay? Jump, jump went the little red squirrel one day. Jump, jump went the little red squirrel. Jump, jump went the little red squirrel one day. And they all went jump, jump, jump. But we know squirrels go rub-a-dub-a-dub. Rub-a-dub-a-dub, rub-a-dub-a-dub. We know squirrels go rub-a-dub-a-dub. They don't go jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump went the little red squirrel one day. Jump, jump went the little red squirrel. Jump, jump went the little red squirrel one day. And they all went jump, jump, jump. But we know squirrels go rub-a-dub-a-dub, rub-a-dub-a-dub, rub-a-dub-a-dub. We know squirrels go rub-a-dub-a-dub. They don't go jump, jump, jump. How do you think squirrels go? Do they jump or do they say rub-a-dub-a-dub? I think they jump. And now we have a book called The Busy Little Squirrel. Here's our squirrel. The Busy Little Squirrel. And it looks like there's some pumpkins and some mice. And it might be fall already. Leaves were falling. The air was getting cold. Who's jumping away? Our little friend Squirrel. It was time for Squirrel to get ready for winter. Squeak, squeak, said Mouse. Will you nibble a pumpkin with us? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy getting ready for winter. Sweet, sweet, said Bird. Will you rest on a branch with us? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. Croak, croak, said Frog. Will you hop rocks with us? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. Meow, meow, said Cat. Will you lie in the sun with us? But Squirrel couldn't because he was so busy. And there's our acorns again, like our little friend Acorn in the last book. Woof, woof, said Dog. Will you run in the field with us? But Squirrel couldn't. Why? Because he was so busy. Hoo, hoo, called Owl. Will you watch the moon with us? But Squirrel couldn't. Why? He was fast asleep and ready for winter with all his food. He got leaves from the trees and everything around him so that he could have a cozy little nest and plenty of food. That's why he couldn't play with his friends. He was just getting ready for winter. That was the busy little squirrel. And now we have 5 little squirrels, and they also have acorns, just like our friends from the last 2 books. This is 5 little squirrels. And we're going to sing along to this together and count along. But first, let's make sure we have all 5 of our squirrels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squirrels in a tree. We're ready to go. One little squirrel went out to play up in the branches one autumn day. He had such enormous fun. He called for another squirrel to come. Okay, so we have 1 friend. We had 5. Now we had 4. Now we have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have one little squirrel went out to play up in the branches one autumn day. He had such enormous fun. He called for another little squirrel to come. And now, 1, 2. 2 little squirrels went up to play up in the branches one autumn day. They had such enormous fun. They called for another squirrel to come. And now we have 1, 2, 3 little squirrels. 3 little squirrels went up to play up in the branches one autumn day. They had such enormous fun. They called for another friend squirrel to come. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 4 little squirrels went up to play, up in the branches one autumn day. They had such enormous fun, they called for another squirrel to come. And here we have all our friend squirrels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little squirrels playing up in the branches. 5 little squirrels went up to play, up in the branches one chilly day. They had such enormous fun, then they all scurried home 'cause winter had come. So they all are going to go back home because it's time for winter, and winter means sleep. So they're all going to go back home and take a nice long nap now that they had all their friends, now that they played with their friends. So how many squirrels did we start out with? 1. And then they all went home and we have 0 squirrels. Good job. And that was our last activity for our story time. But before we go, we have to sing our goodbye song. So sing along with me, okay? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye, friends. I'll see you next week for another story time.